I believe they have to do with unexplained phenomena.
What's up, YouTube? Hope everyone's enjoying their new year. I'm back from a brief hiatus and I got a very cool Sasquatch tale today. A quick note, it is alleged as it's a historical account. Without further ado, let's get into it. In the late 1890s, near the Chetco River in southern Oregon, a dozen loggers and their families encountered a great beast with disastrous results. Camping in tents by the river, the lumbermen would awaken each morning to find their freshly cut timber, logs which required 3 men to move, carelessly scattered about like matchsticks. Huge human footprints left in the damp earth were the only clues. Since they had been having trouble with bears, the men followed the footprints through the torn shrubbery and uprooted saplings until they disappeared. That night, the loggers were awakened by shrill screams of something not quite human in the near underbrush. Seizing a rifle, one man lit a torch and headed into the darkness. He was quickly followed by several other men. In very short time, the first man rushed back to collapse in terror at the feet of his tracking companions. He babbled incoherently about a hairy monster, 8 feet tall with yellow eyes, fangs, and hands like a man. His description put the camp in an uproar. The next night, 2 men decided to track and kill the hairy intruder. They carried a small lantern and loaded rifles and disappeared into the darkness behind the tents. Back in camp, their friends heard screams and shrieks and the sounds of gunfire. Then, silence. When the 2 men did not reappear, the other loggers grabbed lanterns and torches and, while firing their guns into the air, set out in search of their comrades. A half-mile from camp, they found the scene of a desperate struggle. Broken and bleeding arms and legs ripped from the torsos, their 2 friends lay scattered all over the place. They had been slammed against the trees and torn into pieces by something with incredible strength. Blood dripped into small pools from branches high in the trees, as well as from the crushed greenery of the surrounding shrubs. But of the hairy creature responsible, there were only bloody footprints leading deep into the woods. The loggers struck camp and left the area the next day. Professional hunters entered the forest in the days that followed, but found no sign of the creature, initialed CJ. So, it's a very interesting encounter because of the violence that the Sasquatch displayed. You don't hear that often, or very often. You do come across them, but they're made out to be gentle, or at the very least minding their own business. Gentle might be the wrong description. But regardless, a very interesting encounter. Let me know what you make of it down below. If you have an account or personal encounter of anything odd and unexplained, whether it be ghostly visitors, a sinister stranger, cryptid or unknown entity encounters, demonic or angelic visitation, extraterrestrial contact, or anything else unexplained, feel free to contact me with your account by sending an email to designatedxshow@gmail.com. See you in the next one. Peace.